As I always say, I don't give a singular shit which side of the political spectrum you sit on. We need to talk about this on our government websites. We're talking .gov. Let's talk about why this is unacceptable. Would this be funny if you or I made it? Yeah, probably. But this is unacceptable behavior coming from a government. First, it's well known that federal organizations are supposed to remain nonpartisan. Why? Because they serve all Americans of all parties. You may have heard of the Hatch Act recently. It's a piece of legislation that does a few things, but the big one is, except for the president and vice president, it bars federal civilian executive branch employees from engaging in partisan political activities directed at the success or failure of a specific political party or political group while they are on duty, using their title or position, or otherwise using government property, think laptops, websites, social media, etc. Now, the Hatch Act is from 1939, and while it's been updated to modernize it to cover the internet and social media, it still has blind spots and loopholes. And we all know the government and its millionaires and billionaires love a good loophole. So the government is using those to create partisan rhetoric across federal organizations. There are active complaints and legal actions against several federal organizations for this behavior, but because of the loophole, it's unlikely to go very far. In an interview with government executive Donald Sherman, the executive director and chief counsel of the nonprofit Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington, said, based on past decisions, the Office of Special Counsel is unlikely to consider shutdown messages violations of the Hatch Act. Still, he is arguing that communications could break other rules and contravene the spirit of impartiality that civil servants are supposed to be upholding. So, what did he say exactly? Quote, what this administration has done is effectively put a sign up that says the radical left or Democrats or people that do not subscribe to their ideology are unwelcome. That is a problem. It's a particular problem in a crisis, which we are in, and it's especially galling conduct in this moment where so many Americans are concerned about political violence. End quote. He stated it beautifully and plainly. This is why this is absolutely unacceptable and unethical. If you think this is funny or cute coming from the government, you're a moron whose brain has been so devoured by childish internet culture and media sensationalism that you've lost your ability to think critically. And you certainly haven't taken the time to look at the One Big Beautiful Bill or the appropriations bill to fact check the media sensationalism that you love to consume and share. You've fallen for every single trick in the book to get you riled up to consume more and more biased content so that you isolate yourself and point your fingers at your neighbors while the creators of that content laugh their way to the bank, profiting from your stupidity. And I would say the exact same if the banner said radical right and Republican. Partisan blame and callouts on the website of federal organizations is simply unethical and divisive. Maybe if they put as much time into negotiating as they put into making memes and clip art, the government wouldn't be shut down right now. So since you like childish bullshit so much, I fixed it for you. Here you go. With logic and reason for all.